Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. So the thumbnail in this video, probably something most folks don't know what we're talking about there. I believe it was in the 88 election, might have been 92, might have been even further back. I think it was 88 though. Phil Gramm out of Texas ran for president, and he had this kind of political anecdote talking about wagon pullers and people in the wagon. What he was talking about was taxpayers are the wagon pullers. The people in the wagon are all the people that benefit from their efforts. And the question I'm posing in this video is, does U.S. immigration policy effectively penalize wagon pullers? And what are we talking about here? Well, look, as I've discussed in another video discussing DOGE and the need to seriously look at the redundancies in the U.S. immigration system, most notably why USCIS does the exact same thing effectively as the Department of State does, and why we need two different federal departments to do that, remains to be seen, especially on cases, again, which are being processed out abroad, where, again, the U.S. Embassy is going to be the one dealing with that. Why not just put that whole process under Department of State's roof and just have them handle it, rather than having this sort of redundant inefficiency in terms of an initial USCIS petition, and then you got to go over to the Department of State to go ahead and have the visa issued. Why do that? Why not just do it under State Department? I've discussed that in other videos. On one level, that inefficiency is already robbing the wagon pullers. As I discussed in that video, all the time USCIS goes on and, oh, we're self-funded, we get our money from the filing fees we take in, until they have a deficit and go cap in hand to Congress, which happens periodically. But they use that self-funded defense to, fob off a lot of accountability, because they say, oh, we're self-funded, so, you can't tell us what to do because taxpayer money isn't coming at us, except for the times it does when we have a shortfall. So to my mind, you're not self-funded. You're funded by the government. And then on top of it, again, you're penalizing wagon pullers, because the people that pay their taxes then have to turn around if they want to bring a foreign fiance or a foreign spouse in the United States and pay all these filing fees for a very inefficient system, as I've discussed in other videos, to say the least, of the National Visa Center. Again, USCIS, while they do their job in, sort of a timely manner, although post Stephen Miller in the Trump first term, everything about USCIS has gotten progressively worse as time goes by. But who's it penalize? It penalizes the wagon pullers, the guys that just want to get their wives and, or females that want to get their husbands, their spouses in the United States, just want to live a quiet life and pay their taxes and live with their family. These people are the most penalized, and these are the wagon pullers. These are the people pulling the wagon, to paraphrase Phil Gramm, and I think it needs to stop. I'm hoping it stops sooner rather than later.